All right, y'all, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99. Welcome back to Allboxingeverything. I know it's been a couple weeks since I did some videos over here, but just been kind of busy with the other channel, but definitely going to come back with some more videos, especially with Spence Ugas coming up. So just make sure y'all subscribe. Oh man, I definitely had to come back for this one though, man. Definitely had to come back and do my post-fight discussion for this fight here. Well, Blair Cobbs, as y'all know, Blair Cobbs, he's been making the news a lot lately in boxing. He's been talking a lot of trash, talking about a lot of fighters, talking about everybody, really worried about everybody except worried about himself. That's something I can't stand in some fighters whenever they try to jump the gun. Same thing with MMA, like I talk about on my other channel. Fighters always thinking about a fighter that's way out of their realm, when they haven't even proved themselves. You know what I mean? Like Blair Cobbs, he's kind of in that same boat. One of these guys that wants to talk himself up. Of course, yeah, you want to, build up your name, get eyes looking at you. You want everybody to kind of follow you and see what you're up to. You're trying to build that love-hate relationship. I get it. I get that. But it's like you still got to do the work, and when you start to bring that negative energy, it comes back on you. And let's just say that humble fairy paid a visit to Blair Cobbs in his fight last night against Alexis Rocha. I mean, shout out to Alexis Rocha. I mean, he put on a great performance in there, just all around showed that he was the more sturdy, stronger fighter in there. And that's what I could see, like, right from the jump. Like, Blair Cobbs, he's known as this volume puncher, kind of slick, awkward guy that can box from the outside. But I said, as soon as he meets somebody that's going to just sit down on their punches and they can back him up and they can take his punch, which isn't very difficult, because if you just, put the pressure on him and smother his offense, he's done, right? So Alexis Rocha, right from the jump, he just started backing Blair Cobbs up. He was just backing him up with good straight shots, and Blair Cobbs was just really outgunned in there. You know what I mean? Like, I'd say the first round I could give to Blair Cobbs. I thought he did land more shots in there. He just outworked Alexis Rocha the first round. But like rounds two through 8 was a straight beatdown. I just saw Alexis Rocha in there just beating him to the punch, landing the better shots, going upstairs and downstairs with good combinations. Yeah, Blair Cobbs was landing some body shots from the outside here and there, but he wasn't landing anything effective. Like a few good left hands from Blair Cobbs here and there, but the big, strong, statement-making left hands were from Rocha in this fight. I mean, he was landing like some thudding left hands off of like body shots. Like he'd go to the body, go upstairs, or vice versa. Just all around putting the work in with these, sharp, precise power shots on Blair Cobbs. He was just breaking him down. Like Blair Cobbs spent a lot of the fight just moving around, trying to get out of harm's way. Like he could not set up these traps. Like maybe like 1 or 2 rounds he would set up like a good straight left hand, but overall the pace was really pushed by Alexis Rocha, especially in that 5th round. Like there was a great combination. It was like right hook to the body, hard left hook, straight left upstairs from Rocha, and that put Blair Cobbs on stumbling legs, man. He just like stumbled back and just took a beat down in that round. I was surprised he survived, man. But as the rounds went on, he just was getting systematically broken down by Rocha, and that's what he wanted to do, in this fight. He said he wanted to break him down and just kind of beat him up until he could stop it. And I think it was around 7 or 8 when he landed like a good straight left hand to the head of Blair Cobbs and just like started unloading uppercuts. And then finally, like one uppercut just caught Blair Cobbs as he was like trying to wildly move his head from these shots. He like moved right into a right uppercut from Rocha, went down hard. And, from there it was over. I mean, we went into that 9th round. Rocha was just the dog in there. He was just putting the dog on him and doing those little inside tricks, man. Like when a guy clinches up, you kind of hold on and you don't necessarily like rabbit punch, but he was just like hitting him with like consecutive left hands to the side of his jaw. And then boom, hit him with another good right hand. And the referee, well, he teed off on him. Then the referee had to just step in and stop it. And like you see, like his head was down, like as he stopped, and Blair Cobbs was just like letting body shots go to the referee. Like he thought he was still in the fight, because as he broke him up, he was like still like teeing off little body shots on the referee. I was like, oh, now the fight is done. The fight is over. So good 9th round TKO for Alexis Rocha. And that's what I'm saying, man. Like, you just got to keep your mouth shut sometimes and just do the work. Like, Blair Cobbs, I know he wants to make a name for himself, but he was just saying a lot of disrespectful stuff about fighters that aren't even talking about him. Putting Errol Spence's name in his mouth, talking trash, talking trash about Terrence Crawford. A lot of guys he's not even ready for. Granted, he's 32 and he brags about this amateur career, but this is not the amateurs. This is professional. You know what I mean? Again, I know you want to be marketable, but if you ain't got the skills to back up this marketability, I mean, what are you? You know? So it's like, okay, you got this good character that you're building up, but you're not even Keith Thurman. Like, Keith Thurman at least had the skills to build himself up to a level to get to unify some belts. But this guy here, it's like, where did you come from? You know what I mean? Like, I've seen a few of his fights, but I was never really like wowed by him. But, you know, all of a sudden he comes back out of left field just talking all this trash. And I'm like, yo, like, some people love it, some people hate it, but some people were so blinded by the trash talk that they thought his skills would really sell. But I was like, oh no, this guy is not ready for Boots. This guy is definitely not ready for Crawford and Spence. Hell, he's not ready for Ugas, any of these guys. You know what I mean? So if you shoot, guys like Bootsiev might give him trouble. You know, guys like Bootsiev or Staniosis would probably give him trouble. You know, so you know you just got to keep your mouth shut and just continue to do what you do. As for Alexis Rocha, you know, this is a good statement-making win for him. I would like to see him in there with somebody like Mean Machine or Virgil Ortiz next. You know, I know Virgil Ortiz had to pull out of this fight, right, because of a sickness he has, right? Something about muscles breaking down. Can't remember the name. I posted it on my IG. But anyways, yeah, I definitely want to see Virgil Ortiz and Alexis Rocha fight. I think that would be a good banger. If he can't get that fight, I think a fight with him and Mean Machine would be good. Or Blair Cobbs versus Mean Machine, since Mean Machine is coming off that, I think he's coming off a loss to Virgil Ortiz, right? Kavalauskas. So that fight would be good for Blair Cobbs if he wants to get back in there as soon as possible. But yeah, man, it's just one of them things, man. The humble fairy will come down when you just start bringing that negative energy. So let me know, guys, what y'all thought of the fight. Final thoughts real quick. I just saw a guy in Rocha that was much stronger, much more efficient with his punches. You know, he was making his combinations count. You know, he was not letting the faster guy outbox him. He was just timing every movement of Blair Cobbs and just being tactical with it, you know, being the tactical puncher that he is. And I just, like I said, I like those body shots, you know, setting up the knockout with body shots. I tell people that all the time, like, just can't go in there head hunting. You got to go to the body, and that headshot will follow. So yeah, guys, let me know in the comment section what y'all think's next for Rocha, for Blair Cobbs. Were you sold on Blair Cobbs? Let me know, guys. Combo Breaker 99. Make sure y'all subscribe, Allboxing Everything. I'm out. Peace.